Hope you are able to see my screen. So now we'll be like discussing the topic of display advertising. Okay, this is a very, very important topic in the area of digital marketing, or building an online presence, or like doing digital marketing. This is because you have to have some advertisements displayed in your digital forums, okay, to start all this. So we'll be like discussing about how the ads to be designed, and how what are the metrics that we'll be like using to measure this, and then how this process happens. There is an automated process, yes, there was a manual process, there's a lot of process involved in creating this display ads visible in the light for common users. So let's check it out, all these things. Hope you'll be able to get a very good understanding on this. Okay, so display ads or display advertising, it's nothing but a process of advertising a product or a service with any visual. See, it's actually nothing but a process of advertising a product or a service. So this is called a marketing or advertising, right? So when you say display advertising or here we are like talking only in the terms of digital advertising. So when you do it through any images or videos, we call that as display ads. Okay, so in the traditional, we used to like have this display ads in print or television media. Here we are just like using a third party websites to display our ads, right? So for example, you might be able to see a ad of phones, mobile phones like Apple or OnePlus or Samsung, when you are surfing a blog on traveling, right? It happens. So you're able to see a display ad which is completely irrelevant on a particular website. So how it is like displayed. So it's sometimes it might be a video which pops up when you open that page, or sometimes you might have a banner on top of the website, or it's just an image which is kind of uh, is displayed at the left or right end of the screen. Okay, so there's a lot of types and varieties involved in it. Let's see one by one. Okay, so this is nothing but an art of communicating your ad message through visually rich media. Okay, so you have something that you want to like inform to your customers or a prospect customers or to anyone in the world. To do that, you go for this display ads. For example, I'm a company which sells vegetables and fruits online. So I want to communicate to the people in my locality saying, okay, I will be like providing discounts this week completely if you log in for the first time. So this is my message. This is my ad message. I want to like convey this to the people who live in the particular city. So when you want to do that, you can go for display advertising. Okay, so there are two types of display ads: native ads and non-native ads. This applies for traditional ads as well. Okay, so when you see an ad which is kind of completely blend with your background, sometimes you see that kind of newspaper ads, right? So it's completely kind of blend with the background, it doesn't stand out, and you see that kind of things on a website, and sometimes you think, okay, that's a content of a website, you just go and click it, right? So that kind of ads are called native ads. Okay, whereas non-native ads, it's completely different. It's actually you can able to see a different ad. You'll be able to like differentiate with the background. So, like a very good example is a banner ads. Usually, you'll have a banner ads on the top of the website or a web page, and then it will be like completely different. It automatically stands out from the rest of the pages, right? So that you can call it a non-native ad. Okay, so you have to like understand few terminologies before we get into the core of the content. Here, the first one is like unique users. So when you say unique users, imagine a website which displays the scores of cricket, maybe IPL, which is kind of happening right now. So For example, you have a website which is like scrolls from the scores of the IPL match which is happening daily right now in this season. So when you just go and find out, okay, 1 million people are like kind of visiting my webpage. Okay, so out of this 1 million, actually the unique users are only like 500 visitors, but these 1 million people kind of 500 people keep on clicking on it now and then, keep on refreshing it to get their update score. Okay, so the hits was 1 million, right? But the people who visited is just 500. Okay, through your IP address. Okay, so we don't have to like bother about this. We will discuss like how to do this in a later topic. Okay, so this is just a screenshot from Comscore. Comscore is one of the very popular company which displays all this unique rate visitors, the reach, and the impression rates, and a lot of other metrics for the website that you have. Okay, so I mean, in the recent, for the current month, I mean, for August 2020, the total unique visitors for Google sites is actually, you know, 3,96,000. I mean, in terms of, we have to add 1,000 of the total unique visitors. Yes, we know that. And then we have Facebook, Amazon, and Times Internet, and Flipkart. Okay, this is for India. Okay, so here you have the reach. I mean, here it's a unique visitors. Okay, so this is from Comscore. And next one is page view. Page view is nothing but the total number of pages that you have viewed. Okay, so for example, I just like go to Flipkart or Amazon and then try to like surf, uh, throw it to, because I want to buy a mobile phone. So I might have like went to the search button and then got the search results. That's my second page, because you go to flipkart.com. That's your first page. After that, you get a second page. When you click on one of the product, you get into third page, and then you search on the next product. That's the fourth thing. It's a fourth page. Sometimes you come back to the search page, right? So here it will be like calculated as a fifth page, not as uh, though it is kind of a duplicated. So here you are that is counted as uh, a single page. Okay, so repeated views are also counted. Okay, it's nothing but a total number of pages viewed by a user. Okay, so in Google Analytics, they just commonly call this as a page view hit or page tracking hit. Okay, so it's actually it's nothing but like how many times a page gets loaded, reloaded in a browser. Okay, so when you like have these two things, this page view and unique visitors, sometimes people the advertisers get confused, like which I have to like track. Okay, it's actually completely based on the content that you are having. For example, you have a blog. Your website is just a blog. Okay, here the page view counts. So if even if number of people coming to your web blog is very less, but they're kind of coming again and again, they're reading your all your blogs. So here page view counts. Whereas you are a company where you sell products. So if very few people log in, but they come and just check into your website again and again, this means they're not going to buy the product again and again, right? They just might trying to get to know the information. So here your reach should be higher. So you should have a unique visitors if you're a product company website. But the page view is accounted for a blog. Okay, so the metrics differ from a product to product that you have. Okay, so there are a few other digital metrics that you have to really understand and then employ when you are like into display advertising. First one is ad impression. So it's nothing but a number of times an ad is being displayed. For example, you when you're like scrolling through a website, right, or your social media page, you get to see an ad. Okay, so when you see that ad once, it is called as an ad impression. Okay, so in how many people's feed it just displayed, even though you don't click on it, you don't even like sometimes just scroll the, sometimes you don't even see it, but still it's counted. Okay, it's the views. Okay, ad impression is nothing but the views. Next one is click. So when a user clicks on that particular ad, after seeing it, it will be accounted. So that is called as a click. And next one is a click-through rate. So it's popularly called CTR. So clicks divided by impressions into 100. So the rate of clicks for all the impressions at a particular ad has is called as a click-through rate. So the CTR metric is very, very important for any ad, because if you don't have a CTR, good CTR, which means that you have not placed your ad proper. So if you have a very less CTR, you have to really think on three areas. The first one is the product category it is being displayed, the ad where it is being displayed. So is it the right place the ad is being displayed, and is creative? I mean, is the creative that is like kind of displayed, is it good? Is it like kind of giving the right meaning? and and the placement, I mean, in is it placed in the right area of the particular website? For example, you just have an ad which is being like placed on the bottom of a web page, where users have to like scroll down and come down to its end and then see that. So I don't think that people will like um, see it much. So CTR rate going to be like completely lesser when it is on a banner, right? So the placement is also has to be checked. So when you have a less CTR, you have to like really rethink on these three things. Okay, next one is like average click-through rate. So when for Google AdWords, the average click-through rate, actually this is actually the current rate of 2020 for Facebook and Google AdWords. Okay, so when advertised through Google AdWords, so the average click-through rate for auto industry is between 0.6 to 4. Okay, for any B2B, it is 0.46 to 2.41. Okay, so for Google AdWords, we have this click-through rate, whereas in Facebook, it is it varies under industry to industry. So we have, for finance, sorry, for legal we have a higher click-through rate. Okay, whereas here for in Google AdWords, it's like for dating and personals, the click-through rate is kind of higher. I think it should be like totally opposite, right? But see how things are weird. So I mean, for legal industries, Facebook is doing good, but for dating and personal stuff, like Google AdWords are doing good. It looks a little really weird. Yeah. So next one is types of digital ad. So first, yes, I think this is a very common one. I think you all know about this, but still, the first one is image ads. When you just go to a website, you get to see image ads, and then you get to see a rich media ads. When you say rich media ads, it's nothing but an animation that you see as an ad, or a gifs, and sometimes a page peel ad. It's kind of little rare. So this is how the page peel ad looks like. Okay, so you just have to like hover over to get into the full details there. Okay, so this is how the page build ad looks like. And third one is a video ad, which be like playing at the side of one side of your web page that you're seeing, or sometimes when you just go to YouTube and then you want to stream a video, you get a lot of video ads in the between, right? So all these things are counted as a digital display ads. Okay, next one is this digital display ad size. So there's a lot of different sizes, ad sizes that are available, but still there is a very few sizes which are kind of very common and used by Google, Facebook, and other ad networks. Okay, so you have a banner, so which are mostly like appears on the top of the web page. So it is the size of 468 into 60, and leaderboard is kind of bigger than your banner. It is 728 into 90. Okay, and then you have this kind of rectangle ads mostly, right, on the side of a web page. The small rectangle is 200 into 200 pixel, and then medium rectangle 300 into 250, large rectangle, and then you have square. So mobile leaderboard looks like this. Okay, and then you have a skyscraper, it is like 120 into 600, whereas wide skyscraper here, the width goes to 160 from 120 here, but the height remains the same. And then the half page ad is 300 into 600. Okay, so these are the different sizes which are available. So you really have to know the sizes as well as the type. Okay, this is very important. And buying models, there are like four different of unique buying models available in the ad exchange, so that the advertiser will be able to like buy the space from the publishers. Okay, so first, for example, if I'm an advertiser, I'm a mobile phone making company, where I want to like advertise my phone in some of the websites. Okay, so I can just choose a model of cost per click. So which means I'll be like displaying my advertisements in the websites, but I'll be like paying only to that particular website when the user clicks on the app. Okay, so for example, I have a OnePlus ad which is like displayed on a travel blog. Okay, so if somebody who's reading the travel blog just see this ad, when they click on that ad of OnePlus in the travel blog, um, this OnePlus company will be paying the travel blog for the click. Okay, so here the travel blog is the publisher, and OnePlus is a advertiser. Okay, so in the traditional marketing we have like traditional advertising. So if I want to like display like advertise a ad or a product, what is a product in the newspaper like Times of India, the Hindu or Times of India is the publisher, whereas OnePlus is your product, or a advertiser, right? So here the websites becomes the publisher. Okay, so the CPC is like very popularly called as pay per click. So so when you just like go to and talk to digital marketers, they always like refer this as PPC. Okay, PPC is very popular in buying model. And next is CPM, cost per milli. So here the advertiser get paid based on the impressions. I mean 1,000 impressions. Okay, so if 1,000 people see the ad uh, of in any web page, that web page will be get paid. For example, for if 1,000 people see the ad, so you'll be like getting a $2 CPM. Okay, so which means for example, if 1,000 people scrolls your ad on Facebook gets $2 from the advertiser. Next one is cost per lead. Okay, here when the customer sees the ad and then clicks on the ad and fill in the details and of themselves, giving the email IDs and phone numbers and other information, and they want the company to contact them back. So here the advertisers pays the ad networks based on the lead information. Okay, here the companies is kind of doing a lead generation. Okay, this method is called as CPM. Okay, so it's not necessarily that you have to like go and pay and then buy the product. It's not for that. For example, if a person just clicks on the ad and then go to the web page and download the brochure, yes, the publisher gets paid. Even if they just hit a like, yes, they get paid. Okay, because if someone likes it, I mean that information can be like tracked, right? So here this of the cost per lead is like calculated. The next one is cost per acquisition. Okay, so it's actually nothing but a total cost of acquiring a new customer. Okay, so this is kind of little a lengthy process when compared to the previous ones. For example, we had PPC, where when you just like click on it, the advertiser pays the money to the publisher. But sometimes when the in in the impression CPM, when someone sees the ad, the advertiser pays the publisher. But here, advertisers pays only when, you know, when the customer buys the product. Okay, so here, for example, it's not like that they use this method frequently, but this is one of the metrics that has been used to identify what is the amount of money that they're spending in this kind of digital marketing to acquire a customer. Okay, so for example, if I'm spending a $150 on a campaign, and then, I just like got 10 people buying my product, so I got new 10 customers, which means the CPA is $15. Okay, it's one of the metric which has been used to like calculate the cost. We discussed that in the previous session as well, right? So next buying model is a fixed cost. So this is kind of little fixed as per the name. So here, the advertisers pay um, some money which is kind of fixed when they want to like get the ad space. This is how it works in the traditional advertising, right? For example, I want to like advertise in the Times of India Hindu, so I just like go and fix the size of the ad, and then where it should be, and then I just pay the money which is according to the menu that they have, right? But here also things work like that, mostly for the YouTube homepage banner ads. And sometimes when you just log in onto your smart TV and you see a lot of advertisements on like what's the new movie release or something, all these things, these kinds of banner ads, these are like the based on this fixed cost buying model. So irrespective of the number of impressions or number of clicks, uh, the advertisers don't get money, they get the advertisers pay only on the fixed cost. For example, for having a YouTube banner ad for one day, maybe you'll be like paid. You'll be paying like $1 million. I'm just like giving you a rough figure. That's how it works. Okay. Okay. So a display plan. Okay. What are the things that you have to be like very conscious about when you are like going to display advertising? Okay. First one is the site. Okay. So where you're gonna like publish your ad, and which section. Okay, is it going to be on the first web page or the second web page, or like it's going to be a banner ad or a leaderboard, or it's going to be on the rectangle ad, everything. Okay, and and then the impressions. Okay, so you'll be like very conscious about how many impressions that you should be getting. So I'm just looking for 1,000 impressions, out of which I want like 10 people to click on it and then one person to buy it. Okay, so that for example, I'm paying $2 per 1,000 impressions. I mean, I have a CPM, which means to my CPA is $2. Cost per acquisition is $2 because just I had like 1,000 impressions. I want 10 people to click on it, and then I want one person to buy it. So I'm spending $2 here, right? So you have to have some detailed plan on how all these things should work. This is a rough sketch about how you can like plan your digital advertising. For example, these are the sites that I'm planning to display my ad: Yahoo, Cricinfo, ClickBus. Okay, so I mean, what is the deal that I've got? So for Yahoo, I mean, they've agreed to like display my ad in the homepage, and for Cricinfo, it's like, I mean, they are like they'll be like promoting my business zone creation, and then it goes on based on the um, sections, the deals. It's been added here, and what is the size, type of the ad, and what is the impressions that I'm like looking for, or that I had, and the cost of each of the ad, and when I'm going to do it. So this looks like a plan. So this is, you can just like plan these display advertising things. Okay. Okay, next we'll be like looking into targeting. So how this display ads? Okay, we have designed a display ad. We know what is a display ads. We designed it. We know what size it should be and where we have to do this and what kind of planning we should do. Right. So now, who are we gonna target? And how are we going to target? Okay, so there are like various targeting methodologies available. Okay, the first one is contextual targeting. Okay, so here you're delivering your ads based on the content the people are looking in. For example, um, if I want to like search something on Amazon, and have a what is the keyword that I'll be using. I may not just directly go to Amazon.in. Sometimes I do that, but I don't go to the domain directly. Sometimes I just like type Amazon, or you get a like URL for Amazon.com. So you just type Amazon India, right? So these are the keywords that being used, right? So if you want to like do display your advertisements in Amazon, you have to like attach this to the keywords. Okay, and then sometimes you don't have to really work on the keywords, but you can just like think about the theme of the web page. For example, I just want to like display my ad in a blog based on cars. Okay, because I'm a car manufacturing company, like Maruti. So I want to like sell my car, so I want to like have my ads displayed in a car review company, right? You can do that. So this is based on the content you are targeting. Okay, if people are like searching about cars, they'll be able to see my ads. Okay, next one is placement targeting. This is used when you have a clear idea about what your audience activity is on the website. Okay, for example, uh, you have a leads who always like watch YouTube, or like you have a makeup cosmetic products, and your category is like demographic category is like 15 to 25. So I think you should be like targeting them in Instagram instead of Facebook, right? So you have clearly good knowledge about what your audience is about. So you identify them, and accordingly you choose a particular website, you choose a particular page, and then and you do advertising on that. You target there. Okay, so I have a website. I finalized Instagram because my target area people are like girls who are in the age of 15 to 25, and they are using Instagram. So maybe I can do that, or I can just like go to YouTube, and then pick videos that these girls will be like interested in. So mostly, so girls in that age category would be like watching rom-com, or you can see the Korean drama, or this kind of stuff. So I can just like or self-care tips. They might be like looking into this kind of category. So so I can just choose videos on that category, and then do my advertising. Okay, so this is you know where you have to go. Okay, so this is placement targeting. Next one is remarketing. So this is actually an interesting way of targeting people. So that's a this all this remarketing in Facebook, Google, Amazon. It works. So you have a prospect. You just like go to Amazon, and then search for a mobile phone, and then that particular person who's searching the particular product is being tracked. Sometimes, okay, you search it, and then you just leave out and go to a different website and working on something else, and then you get to see that the same ad on that particular site, right? For example, you searched for Apple iPhones, and then you didn't buy it, but still you just go and work on something else. You get to see that ad. Okay, so this is called remarketing. So this is called Google does that, and then all the e-commerce companies does this. Okay, so when the person is kind of tempted to buy it, that person clicks on the ad, and then it comes back to that particular page, Amazon page, and then sometimes he ends up buying it. So yes, so Google didn't show you the ad first. You looked into Amazon because you had an intention of buying a phone, but just because Google was able to like redirect you to Amazon to buy the product, Google's get paid. Okay, So this remarketing strategy has been used by a lot of ad exchanges and network. Okay, next one is interest categories. So it's actually based on the type of your audience, or based on the specific interest of your audience. You find out, okay, you find out the affinity, and then you target them. Okay, so for example, I'm a movie buff, and then what I would be like, searching, I'll be always like trying to like find out what is a new movie coming up, and then I watch it on YouTube trailers, and then and I read reviews. So Google, or someone my our network finds out, okay, I'm a movie buff. Okay, and then like if there's a new product which is kind of coming up, it is not might not be like even relevant to movies. Okay, so they know, okay, I'll be like surfing this kind of sites, IMDb sites frequently, so they'll be like putting up slots for me in IMDb. Okay, okay, you're targeting people based on their interest in affinity audience. But sometimes, I might be movie buff, and as well as I might be a person who will be like interested in travel, right? So here I have two things combined together, two interests combined together. So so you're like kind of customizing my affinity audience. So for example, if a company who's like selling protein bars want to advertise, okay, so here they kind of like chose a person who's like interested in bodybuilding as well as in health. Yeah, so person who's like who value fitness as well as who value bodybuilding. So fitness is like it's completely different, staying healthy is completely different from bodybuilding, right? So if you just want to stay fit, you don't have to have muscles. It's completely different genres. So you can find out, yes, some people belong to both the categories, right? Most of the time bodybuilders, they are health conscious. So you can have this custom affinity audience to target your or users. And there's other targeting methods are available, like geographic and language tagging. So where you'll be like targeting people based on the locality. This is really possible. It's really possible through tracking your IP address. Plus, your ad networks does that for every one of us, and based on the demographics, it's based on the age. Certain products are being targeted. So you can see like women who between the age of 25 and 35, they always get to see ads between or ads for products. Okay, and then people who are in the age of like 60s, 70s, they get ads based on adult diapers, right? Based on the age, it's been like you can able to like target few products. And then yes, mobile targeting, this is a completely different one. Here the rest of the targeting is like is happening for both mobile as well as laptop desktop devices, whereas like in here mobile targeting can be done based on a device or a wi-fi or an operating system. Okay, so here bidding is being done, and this can be like done based on the device. Okay, so mobile phone devices can be tracked, and then bidding happens based on that. Okay, if you want to like show more ads on mobile, then you can increase the bid for mobile by a certain percent. Okay, you for example, you have an ad, and then you want for example, you're watching a video on YouTube, and then so for example, I'm representing Lakme company, so maybe I want to like people to look into the Lakme products in YouTube videos when they're accessing it in mobile most of the time than the desktop. Because in desktop, when people are watching YouTube videos, most of the time they will be like in office or they'll be like at work. But in mobile phones, most of the time they'll be at home relaxing. So when we see like ad on it, they'll research on it, they might buy it, right? Yeah, it happens. Okay. If you don't want to like want to show your ad on desktop, you can also like decrease your bits for desktop. And if you want to do it otherwise, yes, it can be done. Okay. So how we can make a very good ad? Okay, so your ad should have a strong CTA. CTA is a call to action. I mean, it should be like very appealing. It would ask a user or a person who's looking into this to like click on it. Okay, it should be like very interesting. Okay, and sometimes if you think, okay, price is going to be a very good competitive advantage to your product, you can add it in the ad. Okay, and aesthetics, the aesthetics should be like cool, and you should the color appeal should be very good, and then the fonts and the images, the videos with and the way it's created should be very good. And then USP stands for unique selling proposition. So what is unique about your product? What is why people should go for it? All these things can be like cluttering your ad with all the unwanted things. You have to find one USP which is kind of very great when compared to others. And then most of the times you tend to see a same ad over and over a long period of time, and sometimes people who see it might get bored. So for the same product, you might be able to like you should be able to like create two different ads with two different offers. Sometimes you can say, okay, use this code, you'll get 10% off. Or sometimes you can say, okay, if you are a student, you might be getting 2% off, something like that. They'll be having different offers for the same product, and then you'll be able to select any one of them, right? Sometimes you don't want to like have two offers, uh, at least to create two different ads. Okay, that is kind of a very good approach, which where everybody is doing right now. Okay, so our last topic in this digital display ads is a programmatic digital advertising. Okay, so we have been like discussing about so far like how we should create it, how we should target, and what size it should be, like how you should like paying them, paying paying your publisher, right? The process is completely automated. Okay, it's not like, for example, I'm a mobile phone manufacturer, and then I want to like show an ad in Facebook or Instagram. It's not that I just like go to Facebook, Instagram, and then I do the payment and then get the slots. Yes, you can do that. This manual options or process also like still available, but this thing is like completely automated. There's a bidding happens. For example, there's a lot of other people also who wants to like target the same people with the demographics, and then the same demographics at the same time. In that case, Facebook might say, okay, no, I'm not going to like allow you with the same price that you're offering. You can quote your price. Okay, so I'll show you all these things in our next class, how you can like do the bidding for your ads in Facebook. Okay, so maybe we'll just understand the process right now. Maybe we can just look into the practical part of it later. Okay, so I'll show you how bidding happens in Facebook in our next session. Okay, so just like understand this terminologies first. So when you say ad network, it's nothing but a media company which sells this ad spaces of different publisher sites. So you have a publisher. For example, I have a travel blog, so I'm a publisher. Okay, so I sell my I inform an ad network saying, hey, see, I have this. I'm willing to like display advertisements to my readers. You can just take the spaces and then sell it out to the people who want to advertise. Okay, so that is an media company. Okay, whereas ad exchange is a platform. It's a platform where this publishers and this ad networks, they come together and they do the bidding process. Okay, it's completely online. It's like how your stock market works. It works a similar way. That's why it's called as ad exchange, like a stock exchange. Okay, so you'll be in the ad exchange, you will be having a demand side platform as well as supply side platform. So a demand side platform is for customers, okay, or people who are like, who wanted to buy the spaces from the publisher. Supply side platform is a publisher web page platforms, where who are like, who wanted to sell their spaces for ads to the advertisers. Okay, so we'll just look into the process. So this is just a basic process on how um, programmatic advertising works. For example, if someone clicks on a web page, they just go to a travel blog. Imagine they just go to a travel blog. uh, so this publisher, immediately it puts up an auction saying, who wants to some say I have like people coming into my web page, so who wants to like show the web ads there. Okay, then this ad marketplace, this ad network, and exchange, it just holds an auction, and then the advertiser who's like kind of winning the bid, I mean, who's willing to pay more to advertise in that platform, they get the rights to display the ad, and then the customer sees the ad. Okay, so I mean, that's how it works. Okay, so there is a like simple process. So the technical process, this is how it looks like. Okay, so here you have the flow of ads and money. Okay, so you have an advertiser, for example, a mobile phone manufacturer. So I have an advertisement, and then I load it up in the ad server. Okay, and then you log in up in the demand side platform. Okay, here you just like say, okay, this is the ad I want to display. I am trying to target the demographics between 25 to 35 years of age in this locality. You give all this information, and then you're also like giving the price quote. Okay, I am willing to pay $10 for one CPA. So you can just choose your metrics, and then you can choose, okay, what is the amount of money that you're willing to bid. You put it there. Okay, so that gets uploaded in the ad exchange, and then you have your publisher here. So imagine it's a travel blog. Okay, so he says, okay, how many ads that I can display and what is the size and all these things. He says it here. Okay, and then he updates all this in the ad server, and then he logins in the supply side platform, and then he calls out the money that he is like, willing to bid for. He gives his input here, and then so when someone clicks on this website, so this bidding happens here in the ad exchange. So whoever has like kind of given the more bidding gets a space, and that ad it will be like delivered to the customer, and then he sees the ad. Okay, this is how the whole flow of advertisements and money works. Okay, so hope you're able to understand what is this all about. Maybe we can see a practical session of this on Facebook. In the laboratory session, you have a exercise to do this on by yourself. Okay, maybe I can just show you a demo later in our next class, so that you can able to like do it. Okay, so far we have been discussing about what is a display ad and why should people go for it, and what is the size it should be, and where you should have to like you know have it, and who should be target audience, what is the process. So we discussed all this, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll be like moving into the next topic, referral traffic. Okay, referral traffic is it's actually nothing but a method of like reporting visits that came to your site. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of ways one person can visit a website, right? So it can be like directly through a search engine. You just go and search and get it, or sometimes it can be like directly by typing a domain name, and then sometimes it can happen other way around. You just get a link somewhere, of that site somewhere in Facebook or LinkedIn, or someone, your friends like share it over WhatsApp. It happens, right? So there are like three types of traffics. Okay, first one is the search traffic, where when you like go and search on a search engine, when you get it in the search and then you click on it, that is search traffic. Next one is direct traffic, where you just like hit your domain name right on the address bar and then go to it. And third one is the referral traffic, where you like click on the link which is being like shared somewhere else. Okay, so this is called referral traffic. So someone like clicks on the hyperlink and then get to go to a completely different website from where they are. For example, I'm just like surfing on Facebook, and then got to see an ad, and then I just like click on it. It takes me over to the Facebook, right? So all these things will be like tracked. So people will who, the ad network will be able to like track, okay, where this traffic is coming from. Okay, so okay, this person has clicked on Facebook ad and then got to this website, and this person has clicked on a WhatsApp link and then came here, and this person has clicked on like search traffic, and then search engine results and then came here. You can be tracked. Okay, so when someone comes from a different place, from a different website to our website, you can call that as a referral traffic. How do you can like build your referral traffic? Okay, so most of the time people actually go for advertisements, but sometimes you can uh, like do a lot of postings through social media, where you can just like do a hyperlink, which when people click on it, it gets to website. Yes, you can do that. So all these things will be like tracked by Google, and then you can just like go and find out, okay, from where I'm getting this. Okay, where this we're getting this traffic, referral traffic is from. Okay, so there is I can like show you how it looks like. Yeah, so this is how we can just like go to Google Analytics of your web page, and then trying to find out, go to all traffic, and then you find out, go to source, then you find out, okay, where this is from. So for example, the first click is like it's from social media, from Facebook, and section next is from referrals. If someone came from Wikipedia. So all these things, this is all you can identify where someone is like coming to your website, and, and how long they are staying, all these things, bounce rate and everything. So we'll be like discussing all this in our next session, so let's not like get into too deep. So bounce rate is nothing but how long they are like staying in your website. So when someone just come like clicks on your website and then just immediately go back, so you're gonna have a very less time people are spending in that. So in that time, you can able to like track your bounce rate. What statistics this referral traffic tells you? So it tells about how many people comes to your website, and then how many people leave without spending too much time there. That's a bounce rate. And then it tells about the percentage of visitors that are like coming to you for the first time, and then how much time that they are like spending there, and then what is their referral source. All these things that you'll be able to see. Like we saw earlier, so one person was from Facebook, one person got there from Wikipedia, all these things. So this kind of doing digging out like where my users are coming from, where my visitors are coming from, it's very important, because you got to know who your customers are, like what. So it is very very important. But you have to decide like which kind of metric is important. For example, if you are if you have a blog and you want people to look into it, so here you want people to stay there, you want people to like spend some time on it, so you should have a good bounce rate. Okay, because you want people to stay there. But but if you're a person who's like having a product company and then you have a website for that, so here you can just like have statistics like pages per visit or unique visitors as your statistic or metric. Okay, how this has been tracked. how this referral tracking is traffic is being tracked is like, for some, if someone like clicks on the link, you know, so this what the browser that you're using, what does is like, it actually tracks the information and through the HTTP referrer. Okay, and then this referrer identifies where the user came from and where they are currently right now. Okay, so so when someone clicks on the link to your site, the browser sends a request to the server, to your server, right? So this request includes a field with about where they are earlier from, their IP address, their locality, everything. Okay, so that's how, you know, Google Analytics will be able to capture this data of this referral domain. Okay, so yeah, that's all we have for referral traffic. It is a very small topic. So if you got any doubts, we can just like discuss right now on display advertising and referral traffic.